the Spirit of Community Award winner. This is NBC 10 News at 10.
Now, Hurricane Dorian hits the Bahamas and is now being called the strongest hurricane in modern history. We have the preparations out of Florida. And the death toll continues to rise after a mass shooting in West Texas. We hear from one of the victims' twin sister. Plus, out of her own tragedy, a Mississippi woman is on a mission to take care of those who wear the badge. We'll hear from one of the families impacted. Hello, and thank you for spending the weekend with me. I'm Chelsea Jones. There's now a hurricane warning in effect tonight for parts of eastern Florida as Hurricane Dorian heads toward the state. Even though Dorian's eye may stay offshore, authorities are warning of life-threatening storm surge. Gabe Gutierrez reports.
We have a mandatory evacuation as of 1 p.m.
Tonight, along parts of Florida's east coast, the rush is on to get out.
This storm at this magnitude could really cause massive destruction, and do not put your life in jeopardy by staying behind.
In Palm Beach County, Donna Kirby is evacuating her parents, both in their late 80s.
If it doesn't take that turn north, it's coming straight in here at Category 5, so you have to act.
Today, President Trump visited FEMA's headquarters.
I'm not sure that I've ever even heard of a Category 5. I knew it existed, and I've seen some Category 4s. You don't even see them that much, but a Category 5 is something.
Yet during his administration, 3 hurricanes impacting the U.S. were Category 5s at one point: Irma, Maria, and Michael. For Dorian, preparations are stretching up to Georgia and the Carolinas. NBC's Kathy Park is in Charleston.
Coastal flooding has already been a problem here this past week with one of the highest tide levels of the year, so Dorian could only increase the risk of extreme flooding.
Back in Florida, businesses banking on Labor Day weekend rush to board up as Dorian intensifies.
It's something we're really counting on this time of year, but yeah, it came at a bad time, this storm.
Hurricane Dorian is pounding the islands of the northern Bahamas east of South Florida. Dorian remains a life-threatening Category 5 storm with 185-mile-per-hour winds. The National Hurricane Center in Miami said the Bahamas would be ranked by Dorian for several more hours. An official from the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism said there's major damage to property and infrastructure. Amateur video showed sighting of houses being ripped off and wind driving surf onto roadways. As of now, no loss of life has been reported. Well, 7 people are dead and at least 22 more injured following a shooting in West Texas yesterday. Authorities say the manhunt ended here in a gun battle outside of a movie theater in Odessa where police shot and killed the suspect. Authorities say it started when troopers attempted to pull over the suspect in Midland. Instead of stopping, the driver pointed a rifle and started firing. Police say the gunman drove on the streets and the highway, spraying bullets randomly at residents and motorists. And as we're learning more about the 7 people killed, here's the story of one of those victims.
She was screaming and I was just desperate. I was desperate to go where she was at, go help her,
Rosie Granados describes agonizing moments of hearing her other half, twin sister Mary Granados, in trouble a phone call away.
I was trying to call her name, but she wouldn't answer. So I don't know if she was okay.
By the time she made it to her sister, it was bystanders who told Rosie that the postal carrier, just 1 year into the job, had had her van hijacked before she was shot dead by a gunman halfway through a killing spree. She was just 3 months shy of 30.
We came to the word together, and she left me behind,
Unbelievable. You don't know what it feels like until it happens to somebody you know.
Mike Barrett's been in and out of Medical City Health, where his employer Corey Edge is recovering after his own encounter with the gunman, when he and his wife slowed to allow a speeding white van to pass.
He asked them, "Have you seen what's going on today around town? Have you looked at the news?" And they said no, and the guy pulled the rifle up and said, "Have a good day," boom, and shot him.
Barrett says the bullet went through Edge's side, and though he's being kept sedated, says he remains stable.
I'm hoping he's going to be okay. We're praying, but there's a lot of other people up in there that need praying for, and especially the ones that lost their loved ones. It's just unbelievable. You don't.
Now, this was the second mass shooting in Texas in a month, and today, coincidentally, new laws went into effect in Texas, making it easier for people to carry weapons. The new laws will allow firearms to be stored in vehicles on school property, block landlords from prohibiting tenants from keeping guns and ammo on their property, and loosen rules dictating how guns must be stored in foster homes. Very interesting and terrible, things to hear, but we have some weather for you. Brian, what can we expect?
More of the same as we go into the Labor Day weekend. Hot and sunny conditions are going to be sticking with us for quite a while here. We'll time out what that means for drought, and we'll be talking about the tropics when NBC 10 News at 10 continues.
If you've been involved in a car wreck, call Creed & Creed, your local injury attorneys.
We spend the morning turning minutes into moments.
At NBC 10 News today, we make the most out of your minutes.
With local stories and interviews that really hit home.
And local forecasts to help plan your day and keep you safe.
NBC 10 News Today, your local morning news leader.
Up to the minute?
The minute you're up.
News, weather, and sports. Follow us on the KTVE NBC 10 KARD Fox 14 Facebook page.
The final days to get a great deal on a new Toyota are here. Save on the last of the 2019s while there's still time. Guys, I have 3 seconds left.
Qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
When I took office, Louisiana was facing a $2 billion deficit that was crippling our state. But by bringing both parties together, we turned that deficit into a surplus. Now, more working people have health care than ever before. Our teachers received their first pay raise in a decade. We increased funding from preschool to college, and we're making the largest infrastructure investment in 30 years. My opponents want to take us back to where we were 4 years ago, but we've come too far to turn back now.
You gotta get on down to Don Killen's Country Village Manufactured Homes. We got double wides, singles too. We got a price that's right for you. You gotta get on down to Don Killen's. You gotta pass the rest to get to the best. Manufactured homes, locally owned. Don Killen's Country Village Manufactured Homes. 5 miles south on 165.
People are really excited about Toyota's National Clearance Event. Congrats.
Get $3,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2019 Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Continues.
And is a very personal one. A Mississippi woman created a nonprofit geared towards helping family members of first responders that have been severely injured or killed. One of those families is right here in the Arklamas, and NBC 10's Anna McAllister has that story.
Just a few months ago, the group of people behind this glass window were strangers.
Yeah, we're friends, we're family.
Yeah.
We are family.
You're my son from another mother.
Unexpected life circumstances brought the Moak and Mackle families together, and they have law enforcement in common.
I had wondered, what do you do? What do you do to help a family? How do you help them during that time of mourning?
Little did she know she would soon be a mourning mother herself.
I wish it hadn't have been him, but I know there's a reason for everything.
Moak's son, Zach, a Brookhaven police officer, was killed in the line of duty last September. Zach was trying to save his fellow officer in a shootout, but both fell victim. It was from that Warriors of the Badge was born.
At the time of death, or the loss of an officer, or if one is critically injured, we will provide financial aid to that family.
One of those families benefiting, Concordia Parish Deputy Walter Mackles. He was shot in a standoff in Vidalia back in July.
Warriors of the Badge, I mean, very new, but they are doing absolute great things.
Though nothing will replace the loss of Moak's son, she hopes Warriors of the Badge will help the families of first responders when life takes a turn for the worst. Reporting in Concordia Parish, Anna McAllister, NBC 10, your local news leader.
Warriors of the Badge is a nonprofit that accepts donations and holds local events to raise money. So if you're interested in learning more, you can head to our website, myarklamas.com. Well, there's more news, weather, and sports after the break. You're watching NBC 10 News at 10.